Good evening, everyone. So good to see you. My name is WIM Jessie February. I am from South Africa, so it's a pleasure to meet you. If it's your first time seeing me, I'm all the way over from #chess, as you can see my handle. But what a pleasure it is to be here commentating on Arena Kings. I have played in the tournament a number of times. It is a tough event, but a really great event if you're wanting to gain a few rating points or even stand a chance to play against a rated player, so a top rated player and so on. But so good to see you guys hype up the chat. It's so nice to see you. I do have Twitch chat open, so I will be reading your messages. And if you see me comment in the chat, it's me, #chess. It's so good to see you. So good to see you. But let's take a look at the format for today. So today it is open to everyone. Everyone can play. It's a 3-0 arena, 120 minutes or 2 hours. You're welcome to come and leave as you please. But I do recommend you play as many games as possible. The more games you play, the higher your chance you'll get a chance to play, against a top-rated player. So this season consists of 24 arenas over 12 weeks. In each season, there will be 4 Royal Arena Kings where prizes are more than doubled. Unfortunately, you'll have to stream the event with #ArenaKings in your stream title in order to be eligible for a prize. And as you can see at the bottom, players must stream the entire event to earn prizes. There will be 4 Arena King events featuring Fisher Random as a variant. So let's see how many minutes there are left of the arena. As you can see, here is also the schedule. I'm sure you saw that in the start. Yes. Hi from Paris. That's amazing. That's amazing. So here are the number of players in the mix already. We have 164 players. But as you see, the closer we get to the time where the tournament will begin, oh, it's starting in a number of seconds. Let's see. We would hate to miss the first couple of games. Ooh, 25 seconds remaining. I hope you guys are in the mix. There are 242 players, but I think as the tournament begins, the number of players will grow to like above 1,000. I remember playing and kind of betting against chat that I would reach top 100 or top 150, and it's not bad. It's not bad. We have quite a number of players that I recognize, and the tournament has begun. 2 hours and running. Awesome. Hello everyone. Hello. But let's start by looking at some of the games. So they have started playing. Here we have 2 grandmasters playing against each other, Maxim from Russia, and we also have Jospam from Austria? From Peru. This is amazing. What can I learn here? You can learn about opening. So let's actually take a look at how this opening progressed. So we're just having a King's Indian attack so far. I've never fianchettoed my bishop to b2 while playing white in this kind of position. So this is quite nice to see. Are you guys playing and watching at the same time? Because chances are I'll be scrolling through a lot of games. So there is also a chance I will see your game. This is quite nice. A bet against chat was rooting for you throughout that stream. Well, I suppose some people are incredibly supportive. Some of them don't think we have the ability to do well in tournaments. Oh, his second match. Oh, wait, sorry, wrong chat. Wow, Vila, thank you so much for the sub there. So good to see all the hashtag emotes in chats. Really, really nice to see. It's a little bit tough. 3-0 is not an easy time control to play, especially if you're in a great position, but you only have a matter of seconds on the clock. That's why I enjoy playing with increment, because often if you're in a great position, you can always gain time the more moves you play. So with 3-0, do you guys prefer 3-0 or 3 plus 2? Or are you one of the players from the dark side who prefer bullet? Honestly, I do not like bullet all too much. You don't like increments? 3 plus 0? I mean, surely 3... Okay, so then answer me this. If you are in a winning position and you have 10 seconds on the clock, maybe you're a queen up, but there's no way for you to win, surely you would beg for increment at that point. You laugh at bullet? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's take a look at another game. We're going to see Alexander Bortnik. I believe he's played in a lot of the Arena Kings so far. Hi, Bigfoot. So good to see you. First time here, big fan. Sure, it's your first time here, especially having a 38-month subscriber badge. That is a whole flex. I don't even think I can flex that, unfortunately. No increment for you, though you prefer 5-0 over 3-0. I suppose 5-0 is equivalent to 3 plus 2, in my opinion, if you're managing your time correctly. Thank you, Newport Nomad, for gifting a sub. I think I'm somehow forgetting my English. So there are 116 minutes left of the arena, 344 players in the mix, and we're already seeing Floating Kitten, a name that I quite recognize, is already in first spot, has finished their game. We have number 2, Eric Hansen is in the mix as well, probably streaming the event over on Chess.com, and Armin Muzovic. We see it's quite nice to note that players with titles have their titles stand out quite predominantly. Okay, this is probably going to change a lot. All right. Okay, going back to the games, already having an end game here, 38 seconds versus a minute 13. I'm going to scroll down to see if there are any names that I recognize. We have someone who shares the same name as me, Jessie Cry versus Gian Markovar from Peru as well. Really nice profile photo, hand on a steering wheel. Is Rebecca playing? I have no idea if Rebecca has decided to play. For those of you who don't know, Rebecca is my stream partner, my co-streamer on my channel. But yeah, we only have 360 players at the moment. I think some players will still start rolling in. So already we have Jessie Cry being a whole entire queen up. Okay, there is some piece compensation, queen versus rook, knight, bishop, but also some dangerous pawns. On d4, e5, f4. Thank you so much for the subs and support towards the channel. Go GM Cry, over from Chess Dojo Live. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's see who else we recognize here. I believe I saw... I don't know if Anna Mozuchuk had gone live to play in the event, but I did see her name. Let's check out Eric Hansen's game over here. 3v2 pawns. How do you guys feel about the pairing system that Chess.com runs? You'll find that a lot of players are paired against other players of the same strength, or the same rating rather, and not entirely according to score. So that is something quite unique that Chess.com has. And what I really like is that you'll have an opportunity to score really well in a tournament like this. So most often you see in the top 10, you'll have a range of different ratings, score really well. My favorite Jessie, hope you wins. Yeah, listen here. I thought I was the favorite Jessie. I guess I'll have to fight for the top Jessie spot in chess. I don't know of any other Jessies in chess, to be honest. So let's hope that maybe I can be top Jessie at some point. 800s? I mean, what if that 800 one day becomes the Grandmaster? Because in the beginning he started with the accolade and being able to show off, I won Arena Kings, the same tournament that Hikaru Nakamura played, the same tournament that Jesse Cry played. I won that event, and then he used that to motivate himself to work really hard and become the best player in his country or the best player in his continent. But the thing is, sandbagging becomes more effective if you are paired by rating. It's not entirely encouraged to sandbag your rating. And what is sandbagging? Sandbagging is basically losing on purpose to make your rating go down, and then being paired against players with a lower rating, even though you are much stronger, which isn't ideal. Yes, we are seeing Hedgehog 280 here, FM. Oh, with the Arena Kings flair nonetheless, from Poland, and we have Talsmurf from, let me get this one right, Latvia. Yes, we got it right. We're going guessy games. I'm guessing games with the countries. All grandmasters were 800 at some point. This is very true. Some grandmasters, came out of the WIM with 1100 rating. Is my guess. But yes, for those of you who just popped in and want to know what the format of the tournament is, it is a 3-0 arena running for 2 hours. So it's never a bad time to join. I remember watching a streamer play, and I really wanted to join them with playing. And there was only maybe an hour left of the arena, but I finished my game so quickly that I caught up with their score. Maybe I didn't score as many points as them, but I definitely, did all right, even with an hour. I played this arena a couple of times and like the pairings, not playing because I'm part of the streaming subs, but I don't want to. Oh, you seeing my match? Oh my goodness, are you playing right now? That's not entirely a bad thing. Checking out your game. But let's see the standings at the moment. I would like to see how many games are kind of able to be played so far. 3 games have been played with 3 win streak for a number of players. 4 players already have 3 out of 3. I mean, it's tough because when you're a 1500 playing against 10 1500s, there's a chance you have a 10 game streak. But when your rating is 2800 and you've played against 10 2800s, it's not easy. Who is that, Shayduck? I would like to know who that is, actually. But we can look at the top board at the moment. Oh, this is not the top board. It's just a game we're checking out right now. See? 0.8 seconds. Wait. Okay. I mean, if it had been Black who was struggling here to get that checkmate with the number, like less than a second on the clock, not easy, 3+0. So I will fight all of you who decided that 3+0 is better than 3+2. Ooh, bean screen. Is that asparagus or is that actual beans in his profile photo? He has to stay true. And we have Tigger from USA. Who is this? I'm very curious to know who this is. It's Gartakumski. That's incredible. Gartakumski is playing in the tournament, and that is quite nice to see. I like that. Hey, so good to see all of you. Finally get to watch. Greetings from South Africa. Lestrappy Pappy. I'm actually from South Africa as well. For those of you who don't know, I'm from South Africa. I reside in a city named Port Elizabeth, well, formerly known as Port Elizabeth. A lot of people have, their opinion about the city, this glorious city. We're finding a lot of the games ending now. But we are catching Queen Irina. Queen Irina from Ukraine. That is WIM Queen Irina. I don't know who that is. Godzilla? No. Now its name is something. Account hashtag 17 for Gata. Oh. Are you saying that he has multiple accounts? Hey, Rakesh Chess. So good to see you. One of my favorite humans that work over at oh, we have a South African playing. This is great. It's easy to spot a South African flag. Because of course it's a very colorful flag, so it's nice, but I'm catching a lot of the end of games at the moment. Alrighty. I'd like to see how this game started. Wait, we have bishop g2, so we have a Catalan happening right now. Ah, it's not running. Okay. Somehow it is not showing me the game when I'm clicking next. But okay, queen b4 so far. I really like this knight. And knight e5, the reason I thought it was the London system initially is because knight e5 is usually one of the main ideas when playing the London system. But then I saw that this pawn had moved forward, then okay, Catalan. Gata rage closes his accounts if he gets flagged. Seriously? I suppose there is a plus side. There are pros and cons to closing your accounts. Pros, all your games get deleted. The cons, you're having to confirm your account all over again, as if you have a title, getting diamond membership, because every title player gets diamond membership right from NM to GM, so it's quite nice. Let's check out Fiona's game. Fiona Chatter, huge fan of Fiona. For those of you who don't know who she is, her name is Fiona Estelle Anthony, I believe her full name is. How am I not able to go next? There we go. What move are we on? There we go. I think every time they make a move, I'm not able to go through the game anymore. We can check out the current position. There we have it. Rage closing. Yes, having to confirm your account must make the moderators of Chess.com very annoyed. But if it's Gartakamsky, maybe it's okay. Wow, her rating is 2200. Amazing. It's so good to see some familiar names in chat. And some familiar emotes as well. The South African flag. Really, really nice. Okay. All the girl power right here. I'd love to see the end result of this game. Fiona's doing incredibly well. Let's turn the board around. We're seeing it from Fiona's point of view. That king, if this was king of the hill, black would have won already. But look at the power of this king. I mean, centralized king. It's an endgame. I mean, there are still major pieces, 2 queens on the board, but oof. That was a little bit rough. What was the previous move, actually? I want to see what the previous move was. What? Okay, I'm not understanding. Oh, because it's a number of seconds. Okay, it makes sense. Then I want to see the end result. We have queen g3. 2 seconds. Wait. Oh no. We're so close. That was such a good game. Chessweep. Hi, good to see you. Here we had Floating Kitten was the first one to score a point in the tournament. And now we're just seeing some repetition between the two. We're catching a lot of the end of the games here. Hopefully we'll find a game that has just begun. Another endgame. We're catching a lot of endgames. Open games. But okay, we will wait to see. There There we go. Four out of four. Okay, there are players with 4 out of 4 at the moment. Let's see if we can go to that game. There we go. What's wrong? Did the participants refrain from the London since your commentary? Well, I haven't seen the London just yet. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I might rage quit the commentary if I see the London system. What is your favorite opening, chat? Do you guys have a favorite opening? I can tell you what mine isn't. The London system. It's a good sign. Indeed it is. Taking a look at the standings real quick. We have Owen in first place, Bullet in second, Gianmarco in third. Does third position, does he stream? Are there any streamers you can see in the top 10 at the moment? Are there any streamers you can see? None that I recognize, actually. Obviously the pterodactyl is your favorite opening. Rhino pairs. Okay. Yeah, I saw some of the games in the knockout phase. I think it's the final, the second match of the final with the Champions Chess Tour happening at the moment. And we saw a couple Rhino pairs games. Hi, Nikki. How's it going? Wait, everyone in chat is participating? Play the London. No! Why? Oh, okay. Everyone in chat is going to start playing the London. I thought you were commanding everyone to play the London Giant Pixels. I would have had to give you a stern talking to. Indeed. This would have been my face. In chat, you can see it's a crying face. That would have been my face for sure. Indeed. All right. So we'll go back. I'm seeing some very interesting usernames. Really, I am. Okay, let's close some of these games. And we'll go to this one over here. So we have Jaskol95. I like it when the players actually put their names in their bio. We're able to see who they are. This is Poland as well. What is the flag with the red at the top and the white at the bottom? It's failing me. A couple years ago, I took the liberty of learning as many flags as possible, as many flags as my memory allowed me. Unfortunately, my memory is very poor, so I'm having to revise a lot of the things that I know. Oh, do we have a draw? Or do we have some triangulation? Oh, that was some really nice triangulation by Jaskol. Very, very nice. Surely there was a way for Patrick to escape that as well. But now what happened? Okay, he has 1 second on the clock versus 6 seconds. Maybe it's not so easy. He can make a move. Oh, almost flagged. Oh my goodness, 0.1 second. That is intense, and that was a big win for Patrick as well. My goodness, that was nice to catch. Very, very nice. I was stressing for them. Honestly, internet connection means everything in those sort of situations. So if you cannot count on your internet connection, either play with increment or just don't flag. How to get better at chess? Don't flag. Easy. Huh? King's Indian as white. I'm trying to learn your favorite black opening as black. Ah, the French defense. I really like the French defense. I really like the Scotch gambit. Owen's gambit is also not that bad. And yeah, I would love to learn the Rally Pairs, the Spanish, but I haven't the time or the motivation to do that. I'd really like to. PogChamp. Yeah, the PogChamp emote is something else. I think there was one they changed it to. It was Myth. That was quite a decent one. They could have kept it as that. Let's go back to Fiona's game, see how she's doing. She did really well in the previous game. Unfortunately, we didn't catch the end, but we saw the result. Some really fighting chess happening here. And if we do the piece count, let's just see it from Fiona's perspective here. We have 4v5 pawns, but also opposite color bishops. Okay, now equal in material, but we're able to stop the pawn quite easily, no problem. And we have a passed pawn of our own. Oh, is that mate? That's mate. Oh no. Okay, I'm stressing, not even seeing these things. 6 seconds, 5 seconds on the clock. Is it going to be repetition? No. No repetition. There we go. Oh, we have to speed through these moves. Oh no. 0.7 seconds on the clock. And using that time. Oh, so close. So close. Doing really, really well. Honestly, I'm on the edge of my seat. Metaphorically, I have not moved from my seat. So catching a lot of 30 seconds. Oh no. Did you just make a month joke? I am pretty sure at this stage in my life, I have heard every month joke possible. Someone said, after February, do you cease to exist? And I responded, I said, no, my surname just changes. So in February, I am Jessie February. In March, I am Jessie March. In April, I'm Jessie June. Jokes. But that's really funny. Good job. So creative. Red top, white bottom is Monaco. Okay. Is it Monaco or Monaco? I feel like everyone has their own pronunciation. Today, I pronounced Jan Nepomniachtchi's name, and I always thought it was Ian. So then I said Ian Nepomniachtchi. But it's apparently Jan Nepomniachtchi. Monaco. Okay. Goodness, that is a lot of emotes. I should use the hashtag ParkJessie instead. Imagine Twitch uses hashtag ParkJessie. That'd be funny. That I would honestly I would be stunned. Yes. Okay. Let's see who else we haven't checked out yet. So in the meantime, we will be looking back at my doppelganger Jessie Cry playing against FM Jose Herrera from Spain. Really nice flair as well. We're seeing some very fancy play with the endgame. Here, Cry is down the exchange, but has compensation of a pawn. And he gives the exchange back, probably with rook d7, just putting the rook behind the passed pawn. Of course, you're wanting to stop the passed pawn. And now there's an outside passed pawn for black, but white can pick up a few in the meantime. Rook goes back to e4, and now we have to be so careful. This is very nice because now you're availing the rook for this a4 square, and you're able to go something like, oh, this is nice. This is so nice. That was a great move. Honestly, I didn't even see that. So that is cool. That is really nice. Didn't you? That's cool, right? And he wins with ease. I can't really see what his profile photo is. Do you guys recognize that book? I've never seen that book before. But that was quite nice. Very, very suave. Yes, I'm scrolling down to see if there are any other names that we recognize. If there are games that you would like to see over the board, if there are some games you'd prefer to see. Here we're back with Eric Hansen versus Maxime. And another thing that happens in arenas is that you're able, or there's a possibility that you could play against the same player more than once. Even though there are 679 players in the mix. I think that number is going up. 680 players in the mix. That it's still a possibility that you would be playing against the same person twice or 3 times. Oh, joy. What do you mean, oh joy, Chessweeb? What's happening? Why was that played? Why did he play that so quickly? He just played bishop takes g4 so quickly. And after pawn takes? Oh, there was check picking up the rook on d1. Completely missed that, and he played that with such confidence. Is there a strategy where you kind of bluff almost in like taking your time with the move like that? Where maybe you take 5-10 seconds to make that move instead of 1? And then your opponent's like, oh, maybe they thought this works, but it doesn't, and you just take and it's check. But if you played really quickly, there's obviously something, right? Why would you want to play someone 50 times? I mean, I do it all the time, but still. Do you play someone 50 times in a row, though? Does that happen a lot? Here we have... Who is this? Is his name Done? I'm done. Against Joseph. Yeah. I kind of want to stick between these two games because here we have Maxim with very little time and an unsafe king, but also some potential, I think, in this position. Oh, he resigned? No potential. I take it back. I was lying. I was too hopeful. Let's take a look at the standings real quick, guys. So there are 91 minutes left in the arena, hour 30 minutes. It's never too late to join. We still have Owen in first place. Let's see how many points Owen has for a second. He has 7 out of 7. Must be nice. Must be nice. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me with 7 out of 8. Well, clearly no one has been messing with him. 7.5 out of 8 for Bullet. And Thunder with 6.5 out of 8. And Eric has 6 out of 6 at the moment. And I believe he is the only player, well, I really recognize as a streamer in the top 10. And there's really good prizes up for grabs if you're streaming the event, playing Arena Kings with hashtag Arena in your title. So that is quite nice for those players. But we'll come back. Owen is using... No, there's no way. I mean, he's probably playing against other 1500s if we had to check the number of games that he's played. And he's on 8 out of 8 at the moment, so that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Good for him. Good for him. But let's check out some more games. Oh, we saw this guy in chat like a second ago. Unfortunately, he timed out. But we can take a look over here. 12800 versus 29. 20 seconds on the clock. With 2 pass pawns. White is doing really well here. You can watch any game live. There we go. I am watching his games. Jasper Hansen, I'm ready cat jamming to the music. Oh, you don't even have the stream open and you already know that the tunes are going to be great. To be honest, at some point, I want to ask where they get their music from. Because sometimes I really just want to, like, I'm just cat jamming the entire time. And maybe I get a few of those tunes from Lucky in my own playlist. It's just... I don't know where they find their music. Maybe they produce their own music, you never know. Okay. We are seeing a lot of South Africans. I really like to see this. Lance Master. We have someone named Lance Master. I wonder if this is someone that I know. DJ Amon sounds legit. Cat jamming is a verb now. We have indeed turned it into a verb. There's nothing wrong with that. 745 players playing right now. And I'm sure there will be a number of title players or just players in general joining non-stop. So this is quite nice. I'm going right to the bottom. I'm going to click on this game over here. I'm hoping to catch the start of a game at some point as well. Ooh, h5. We're at Maxim's I don't understand how you can have a 2700 rating and not actually be titled. My rating on Chess.com, I think, has peaked at like 1900. Okay, there's a big difference between rating with Blitz and rating with like puzzle training and stuff. I mean, I flaunt my puzzle rating all the time, and it doesn't matter. Nothing is as good as the legendary music one hears on almost nothing. Oh my goodness, that is great. That is great. Might be a secondary account. Could be, maybe. So it could be too young to be titled. Is there such thing as being too young to be titled? Surely not. What? Rosenberg. Is this Eric This is not Eric Rosen. It's Eric, no. It's Eric Rosen is IM. S. Rosenberg. NM. Oh, 2100. I think I saw like a... Eric Rosen is an IM, right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Hi, Chatter Runesky. Stuart Xavier, hey. And we have Robert Hess playing as well. This is quite nice to see. He probably just begun the tournament. Let's see the standings, who we can recognize or who we know. Okay, I think a lot of the players have just kind of begun. So here we have Robert Hess playing against Chris Lebos. Chryselboss. I don't know how. But what opening was this? Eric Rosen likes the London system, doesn't he? Or he doesn't. I don't know. B3, knight f6, bishop b2. Okay, nice. You're right, Rosen is an IM. Nice, great, good to know. Chessweeb, Dinesh Boros, are you playing? I feel like at some point I will get your name correct. First time round. If I did today, then my whole life is complete. Then I'm very happy. So I have rook to g6. I think the London likes him back, so it's reciprocal. King's bishop is streaming and playing. What is his score right now? Let's check it out. King's bishop. I remember playing King's bishop. I was just pairing. I was playing chess. Imagine playing chess off stream, right? So I was playing chess off stream, and I was just in the queue. I was playing the pool, and I paired against King's bishop, and he was actually streaming. Because after our game, I was looking through the game, and I was like, wait, doesn't he stream? And he was streaming the game, and I checked the VOD, and it was really cool. You can keep trying, you might get it right accidentally. Dinesh Boros, I'll say it. Yes. Is that his emotes? King's bishop emotes? Ladles. Oh, does he cook a lot? That doesn't look like a bishop. That looks like a salt shaker. Nice person. Good teacher. Yes. Just yes. Not his score, just yes. That is usually my response when someone says, so how's life going? And then my response is, yes. With a straight face, of course. If someone ever asks how your life is going, just respond with yes. It's going to be very difficult to find a King's bishop if I don't see him in my immediate list in front of me, unfortunately. Hooray for King's bishop. Yes. I have watched a lot of his streams before. He does seem like a very pleasant person. Oh, getting the rook back. That is nice. How do you protect b5? That is not going to be easy. And now there's a passed pawn. And black is doing the right thing here, keeping the rook behind the passed pawn. Hi Joe, how you doing, Joe? Good to see you. Oh, very well played, very well played. We go on to the next game. Okay, let's see. We have 220, 200s going at it. Here, knight up. That is not ideal. But okay, 12 seconds versus 14 seconds. It's a matter of internet connection. What is the rating of your internet connection? Can your internet connection even? Hey, Joe. Every time I see the name Joe, I think of the series Family Guy and the character Joe there and his voice. Unforgettable voice. He's still playing and he times out, unfortunately. Oof. And we have Daniel Naroditsky playing as well. That's quite nice to see. His rating was 3100. We saw 3100. I can barely get my rating to 2000. What is he eating? Does he eat violence for breakfast? I want to know what he puts in his porridge. That is quite nice. I actually want to see Daniel play again. So maybe we can find him in the list of players. I'm hoping we can. Ooh, I just saw like a couple players who I recognized and then they disappeared. I guess this is what happens when you have 800 people in the mix. It's quite nice. Imagine being paired against someone like Naroditsky or Daniel Naroditsky, and you're minding your own business. You're just playing, and suddenly you get paired against a really, really strong player. And now there are two ways to approach the situation. You take it in your stride, and you're like, wow, I'm playing against a really strong title player, and they could be streaming the event, which is even better. Or you could look at it this way. I'm going to lose. Why is life unfair? My internet connection rating is higher than my chess rating. He eats pawns for breakfast. He's commenting on Magnus Tour with Hess right now as well. He's playing and commentating. How is he playing a tournament and commentating? I can barely keep up with commentary, let alone play and commentate. It's not my birthday. Oh. When is your birthday? Why is Shadok under the assumption that it is your birthday? Well, to be honest, if I had read Shadok's message before I had read yours, then probably I would have wished you happy birthday as well. No complimenting people in chat. Yes, why would you compliment someone? Definitely a bad idea. Bro, no. Hey Vlad, how you doing? So nice to see such familiar names in the chat. We can also check out WIM Irina if someone can tell me who they are. I'm really curious to know who Queen Irina is. I don't think she's playing a game right now. We can jump back, come back to Robert Hess's game. We have a very nice Naroditsky bind kind of setup. I was actually discussing the Naroditsky bind in some of the commentary that was happening earlier, and how to move forward. I mean, the Naroditsky setup is so nice, but how does white actually advance? Because if you push too many pawns, you create so many weaknesses, black can come back. But if you don't do anything, maybe black has the idea of playing d5 at some point. How do you even come back from that? I recommend complimenting people, just maybe not me. What is wrong with complimenting you, Joe? Really nothing wrong with a young compliment now and then. And 2 pieces for a rook. That's something. And a pawn. Okay, you get a pawn as well. We're all here to support you. Like how nurses support me by keeping me unfamiliar with the surroundings. Oh, I'm worried about you, Shadok. Oh my goodness. I'm genuinely worried. Okay, for those of you who still want to play in the arena and don't know what's going on, this is the format of the arena. It's a 3-0. I believe there is still quite a number of minutes left. From last I saw it's like 60 something minutes. Let me just double check. 78 minutes. We have 78 minutes left of the arena. And I believe there's an arena every Monday and Friday, if you take a look at the schedule for a second. Arena Kings and the times PST and PDT. These are 2 different time zones. Okay. Because of daylight savings, right? Daylight savings makes life very difficult sometimes. In South Africa, we don't experience daylight savings, so we just have to work around the rest of the world. But hopefully you guys get rid of daylight savings really soon. It was 68 minutes, but then someone donated a bunch of subs. Oh, okay. Interesting. It's pain. I'm always trying to get a better rating. I almost gave a compliment, but you said no compliments. Joe, you're a strong chess player. Your internet connection has a very high rating. Chess Brainiac. You know what I'm going to call my next account if I ever have a Smurf account? I'm going to call it 3 brain cells. My 3 remaining brain cells. That is going to be my Chess.com account. If you ever spot me doing a speed run, I'm going to have the username 3 remaining brain cells. Please don't steal my username. We should do away with daylight savings, yes. Must be so nice to never have a night with hour less sleep. I don't know what it's like to have a night less with an hour less, or a night with an hour. You know, I'm just going to stop Englishing. Time to start speaking a different language. Any suggestions of what language I could start speaking? Because that would probably be better. And he won again. Are you sure he's doing commentary? He's not just sitting there listening to Robert Hess. No, who is he doing commentary with? Who did you say he was doing commentary with? Okay, all those games were completed, so we'll move on and take a look at another game. Latin? American. Sorry, I don't speak American. Like American. I think I would offend too many people. This is so nice to see. 3 South African players, 1 board next to each other. Let's check it out. Oh, about to time out, unfortunately. Strappy pappy. Speak a dead language. But Latin is still used and studied. I believe Latin is actually one of the compulsory languages when studying law, right? Because there are a lot of Latin terms used in law. It is. If you don't speak American, how can I understand you? I think it's a dialect of American somewhat. It's just you don't really hear the spelling of my words. You only hear the words. Oh no, Queen Arena. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, let's stay on this game. We have... Oh, it ended so quickly. I feel like we're stopping by games that are just ending. Okay. We'll observe the beginning of the next game, I suppose. Let's just hope to see that over there. Okay, we are seeing a Rai Lopez. Knight to d4. Le Strappy Pappy, I saw your game. You feel honored? Of course, you got to support the fellow South Africans. Strappy Pappy. Many Latin terms are used in law. True. I'm hearing words, but I'm understanding them. Why Arena King has been advanced? You mean an hour in front? I believe it's because daylight savings has taken an effect in America, but it hasn't yet taken an effect in Europe. Only from the 28th will it change. So, yeah, America is now an hour in front. Sick name. You think my name is sick? Well, let's hope it gets well soon. But thank you. Yes, my name is Jessie February. Enjoy it while it lasts. Next month it will be Jessie March. So your noobness firsthand? Don't call yourself a noob. It's catchy. A lead singer in a band? I guess I will start singing. Just because you said that. Thank you, I appreciate it. I really do. Wow. Okay. So we have in Azerbaijan. Oh! Is this? No, it can't be. Is this Rajabov? Is this Rajabov? No. It's not. Tell me, is this Rajabov, guys? Because he was playing in the Meltwater Chess in Space tournament, right? Oh, it's not. It can't be. Yeah, I was thinking maybe he surely has like 3,000 rating. But he is Azeri. Yeah, I was looking at the hairstyle because Rajabov has like a Justin Bieber hair flip hairstyle, so that looked oddly familiar. The weeb. Only imagine the number of jokes I've heard in my life. Yes. But luckily they're not incredibly bad. I believe the number of jokes I've heard has influenced my love for dry jokes or dry humor. See? From like, if you look at it for a split second, you would think it's Rajabov, but it's not. We are seeing Alexander Botnik versus Maxim, neighboring countries. And I don't know whose position I would prefer here, because here rook f2 is possible, but also I don't know. There's a pawn on h6, but two rooks. His name is Vugar Rasulov. That's cool. Bad jokes are the only good jokes. Fair enough. The worse the joke, the better it is. Yeah. I'm very good at humor. I'm very good at dark humor. Minus the humor. I'm very good at dark. So king goes to g8. Hear me out. I don't know what I want to say. Bishop takes a7. The king went to e8. He resigns, or he resigned. Because after queen takes a7, queen e6, and he loses the rook. Quite interesting indeed. And if rook takes rook, bishop takes. Wow. This high-level chess is just too much for me. I think if we need to be fairly matched, it needs to be 3 minutes with no increment from my opponent, and I would get like an hour 30 minutes. And probably I will not do well in that game. Oh, we have a very nice center here for whites. I would prefer white pieces. But then again, we are supporting our doppelganger, Jessie Cry. I'd like to see this game and how it goes about. Jessie Cry is channeling his inner sensei. Wax on, wax off, Jessie Cry. You can do this. Whoa, Newport Nomad. That is dark. That is super dark. We prefer to not bring in the dark humor to this chat, unfortunately. We leave dark humor for the dark web. Exactly. Ooh, time scramble over here. You see, no matter how much material you're up, especially if you know that it's maybe theoretically won or something, it's not easy when you don't have a lot of time. But we know how good the bros are with time. And there he took the point. What is this profile photo? Is that like a sofa dude? Okay, we go back to Jessie Cry's game. Jessie Cry isn't doing too well on time, but I suppose anything over a minute is more than enough time to win a game. Easy way to put yourself on a watch list. A watch list? See, I don't even know what that is, so there's really no need. There's really no need. I don't even know what that is. So surely in the standings, if we're to take a look at it now, we'll see a lot more title plays in the top 10. We have Eric Hansen in 3rd place, and then we have Don't Mess With Me in 6th. People are still not messing with him, as we can see. Alexander Bortnik in 7th place, and 9th place we have Vugar, who we thought was Rajabov, but who isn't. A 610th place. It's quite interesting to see. We don't see that too often. It's quite nice. Yeah. But we have 54th place if I'm looking at the top South African at the moment. I'm just being a little bit biased. Being from South Africa, we have Lance Master in 55th spot, sharing 55th at the moment. But I don't see him playing a game, so we can't really check that out then. But scrolling down, looking for more things that kind of stand out. Things being red tags. But the names are moving so fast. I can't speed read or speed click. There are 946 players in the mix, and there's still 66 minutes left if you want to join the event. And we can check out Robert Hess's game here. I don't see him playing, but he was playing. Joe, were you playing? Do we still have Joe in the chat? Because I saw a Joe, but I was like, no, that's not Joe. Okay, but I would like to see what happens in the rest of this game. We were seeing it from Black's point of view. How is Hess doing? I don't think Hess was playing as consistently. Like, he wasn't playing one game after the other, or he may have joined late, I think. He has 9 points, if I saw correctly. Yeah, he has 3 out of 3, but he didn't take the next game. He was not playing. So he just stopped after that. But we do have Jesse Cry playing, and then we have Fiona as well, who just started. Wow, 2 minutes 46 seconds, and it's already an endgame. Ooh, down to the seconds. Time scrambles, the best thing to watch, but not the best thing to be involved in. Hess is commentating. Magnus Jan with Naroditsky. Naroditsky was playing, and Hess was playing. I think we are exposing them. I thought, oh, I see, okay, makes sense. Okay, so now we are going to take a look at Fiona's game. Fiona's playing white, having opposite color bishops here again. Wild game, indeed. Everything you want to know about the Arena Kings can be found here. Yes. If you want to see the schedule for the next Arena Kings, you're able to see it over here. So here we are on the 19th, Friday the 19th. Next one is on Monday, Arena Kings, 5 p.m. PDT. I don't know what time zone that is. I know Pacific Standard Time. Is it Standard Time? Not Standard. 26th, next week Friday. And then Royal Arena Kings, where I believe everything is doubled. If we take a look at the format, is happening on the 2nd of March. In each season, there'll be 4 Royal Arena Kings where prizes are more than doubled. More than doubled. So make sure you have a Twitch account by then, of course. That's quite nice. 1101st. Well, when you paired against 1100s, then it's possible that you are first. Yes, 15.5 out of 17. The accent is satisfying. Well, then you should watch some South African soap operas and movies. There are a ton of them. But I think a lot of the South African movies that you'll watch, whoa, that was a big win. Brain Thinker 22. Fiona got a big win against a 2300. That is really nice. She must be really happy with her game there. And we'll go back to this game. You'll find that a lot of the South African movies are in Afrikaans, but there are some in English as well. Only play people with similar ratings, it's true. Unless you're doing incredibly well, then surely you get a chance to play against higher rated players. There's a chance. I'm not saying it's going to happen because there are 988 people playing. Oh, we have Chess Lover, who is playing as well. I am Chess Lover. We opened it by accident against Lucas Tomiello. Who is Chess Lover? I saw a name. Karabakh is Azerbaijan? I don't know. But you have to stream to win a cash prize. True. Very true. Okay. Oh, we have someone with Twitch in their username, and I believe they are also streaming the event. So we have Fandorine, Grandmaster Fandorine. So that is Maxim versus Twitch Elham. You have no idea. How mutually intelligible are Dutch and Afrikaans? Any ideas? Yes. So if someone had to speak Dutch, I would probably be able to understand if they were to speak slowly or like at a moderate pace. And I think the other way around as well. Like they are very similar languages, so you're able to understand. It's not so bad. If I had to speak Afrikaans to someone, it's maybe just a simplified version of Dutch, as some have already said, then yeah, it's fairly easy. We're seeing a lot of differences here with the exchange, and oof, do we take this and then play a pawn up and then we just try to push this pawn? But even with the pawns on a7 and d7, it's not easy to promote. So maybe we just retreat the bishop and have it... Oh! Yes, we should have guessed that one. Interesting. Yep. d7, nice. I'm just so intrigued right now. I'm guessing after a move like rook b8, bishop to e7, and bishop to d5. How would you proceed here? Bishop e7 was played. We don't even have the engine evaluation, so I should have put that up. Oh, where does the bishop go? But we can promote after king d2. Oh no! Takes? And then if we promote, we have to give that up. So maybe he missed knight d4. It's not easy. Oh, but there's also b5. There's b5. I didn't see that. Oh, this is rough. Okay, rook goes back. And what do? You play b6, rook d7. But rook d7 picks up the bishop. This is so sad. Okay, I missed that move. That is a very nice move. Bishop to c7, blocking the rook, and queening, and it's all over. But he only has 10 seconds on the clock. This is one of those situations where you cannot go wrong with an extra queen. Very nice move, but he's not able to play it. He has 7 seconds, enough time to win. It would be a very big win as well because Maxim's rating is higher, but 5 seconds is not a lot of time. Okay, check, checkmate. We have checkmate. Did he resign? He resigned and he only had 4 seconds on the clock. That is insane. 60 minutes left. Plenty of chess time. Thank you so much, Tinder Mike. Very, very sweet of you to help out. Very, very nice of you. Yes. So if all the games are open, they're completed now. But let's take a look at the standings real quick. We have Bullet in first and Gashari in second and Eric in third. Then we have Owen in fourth. Some 10-game streaks. That's insane. Imagine having a 10-game streak. I wish I was that privileged. Unfortunately, not that strong. Okay, let's come back. 4 seconds and mate in 1. Worth it at the end. Yes, that's true, Andreas. Alexander takes the point. Well, when you have a flashy badge, it's tough to not be intimidated. Even though I have a WIM badge on Chess.com, it's still very difficult for me to play against other title players because I know that they were most probably better than me or more experienced than me, and it's still going to rattle me a little bit. Yes. Have you guys played against chat members? Have you played against title players before? And if so, regularly or not so much? It's quite nice when you're watching Twitch streams, mainly because you'll have a lot of Twitch streamers be titled, but beyond that play against viewers. So you often have an opportunity to play against streamers. You've never played against a title player? It's very possible. If you're roaming around on Twitch, you can see these things. Queen to f4. I would have played queen c1, queen f4, and this is why I'm not a grandmaster, guys, but queen f4, I thought it would be, kind of necessary to defend this pawn, but also you are maybe just threatening this and here. Oh, grabbing d6. What is my best winning run, OTB? I can tell you about my best game that I've ever played, but I cannot tell you how many games I've gone uncontested. Probably in one tournament, 11 games. So I played my national championship in 2015, and I got 11 out of 11, which was really nice because it was the first time it had ever happened like in my section. And it was like my senior section as well. I think it was my second last time playing for the juniors, and it was a lot of fun. But maybe a little bit more than that if I played some local events after that. It's not often that we have events hosting tournaments locally, let alone now with COVID. So yeah, similar when I was 13 after the draw, as I had forced win but declined and blundered pieces 6 minutes. Well, I can tell you a very interesting story for those of you who don't really know me. A couple years ago, Hikaru Nakamura came to South Africa and gave a simul. I participated in the simul, and we were kind of sitting as we were ranked. So the top board obviously was highest rated, and then the last board was a beginner. So there were a number of players. But I played the French, and we got to some position and I won a pawn. And then I got really nervous because I thought, okay, if I mess this up, then I lose and I have nothing to write home about. But if I offer a draw and he says yes, then I walk away with a draw and I'm happy. Or best case scenario, I win and I'm the happiest person in the world. So I was like, I'm not going to take my chances. I'm going to offer a draw. So he comes around and I'm like, would you want to draw? And he starts laughing. He's like, and then I'm like, okay, he's laughing at me. He's like, why are you offering a draw? You're completely winning in this position. I was like, well, now I'm just sad. He's like, well, I'm taking the draw. He shakes hands, signs the notation and walks off. I'm like, well, I have a draw. Could have been a win. But you know what? I'm happy. So I was quite happy with the result at the end, but also I've made it my life's mission to win a game against Hikaru at some point in my life. One day. Yes. Chess, poker, check is probably possible for all three types of games. Am I South African? I am South African. Yes, I'm from South Africa. Speaking of South African, I'd like to check out the top South African right now in his game. I'm assuming it's a he. I'm glad I declined in last better story. Oh. Offered, but I mean, he offered a draw and you wanted to play, which is good. Um, yeah, honestly, if he had offered a draw, I probably would have said no. And maybe it wouldn't have crossed my mind, but the moment it crossed my mind, it became a possibility, and I got so nervous that I did it. So I like your story more actually. So I commend you for for continuing the game. Right, there is doing all right here. I quite like this position for white. Here's the open e file with the rook, but also IQP for black. So not easy. Bishop is kind of tied down. Knight is perfectly situated. I suppose bishop takes, and I think white is still better because the pawn will be locked on a dark square. So the only static pawns in the center would be these two, and then the pawn on d5 would become weak, or is even more weak. So now after pawn takes, maybe we have ideas like rook e5 and just dropping the bishop back to go to b3 and attack on d5 is also nice. Oh, the bishop wants to come around, but we can... Oh, the queen is under attack, so we have check, king moves, and maybe we can play rook e7 and then queen f6, and I feel like there's still more. Wait, there's more. Rook c7 and we pick up the bishop. If you get your account closed, well, why did you get your account closed in the beginning? This is a good question. I thought queen check. Oh, do we have this now? Is that a possibility? Because now this and rook e7. Rook e7 and the queen doesn't have a square to defend the pawn. The queen did not have a square to defend the pawn. Oh, but there was check, king f6, and there was no rook e7 because queen takes. Okay, I understand. Never mind. Bortnik playing this time. Wasn't he? He was playing the previous Arena Kings as well, I saw. Ooh, do we have a checkmate somewhere? Queen to f8, king h5, and we can take. No, we can't take. We can't take that. Maybe we can push the pawn check, but king takes and then... Ooh, he just decided to trade queens. He's so fast. Bortnik is fast, but our lance guy here has to move a little bit quicker, maybe. I don't know so much here. It's difficult with 14 seconds. How do I have a shiny WIM title? So my rating, and I'm not ashamed of it, like don't even feel bad. No, don't feel bad. My rating is 1800. And the thing is, I got my title in 2016 with 1800 strength by playing in the African zonal event. And back then, if you win the zonal event, you get the WIM title. Now you get it kind of elect and having to achieve a certain rating before they award you the title. But it was much easier. I think it was just being an African player, being allowed this opportunity to play. And the same goes if I play in the African Championship. This is rough. We had mate in one, I think. If you play in the African Championship and win, then you get WGM title. So at the moment I have my WIM title and one WGM norm. So it's quite nice. Are you striving to become GM or are you happy with IM? I want to become WGM. So at some stage, oh, he lost on time. At some stage I want to be able to play in the African Championship and win it, but I will have to get 2100 rating or strength both in order to achieve that title. At least it's a little bit easier. As an African player, I hate to say that, but it is. It is. And also being an African player, I got the chance to play in the World Championship or Women's World Championship back in 2018, so it's nice. Yeah. You played the Queen of Katwe once. Do you remember that game? I do. I played Fiona Motesi, who is the main character in the Queen of Katwe. In the 2018 Olympiad, World Olympiad, I played board 1 for my team, South African team. And in the last round, the 11th round of the tournament, we were paired against Uganda. And it happened to be Fiona Mutesi. I mean, immediately when I sat down, I didn't realize that it was Fiona. Or maybe I had prepared against Fiona, right? But I hadn't realized the hype was so immense that people were coming up to her, asking her for pictures and stuff, which intimidated me a little bit. But it was really nice. I got the privilege of playing against Fiona Mutesi, and we also played like some French game. And after move 5-6, I think I forgot my theory and I got really upset with myself. But I ended up playing, and there was a Greek gift moment where I was able to play Greek gift, and I won the game. But it was really nice. Chicken Rolls, what's up? Yes. But Fiona is a lovely girl, because after the game, we still ended up spending a bit of time outside, like speaking, and I asked her some questions. It was really nice. She's very friendly. What's my favorite opening? Well, I speak about the French a lot. I really admire the French. I also really like the book. The book that kind of allowed me to fall in love with the French is Winning with the French by Wolfgang Ullmann. And he speaks a lot about Victor Korchnой's games. And I love the way he wrote. And I enjoy instructive books that are also entertaining. Like Bobby Fischer's 60 Memorable Games is also quite nice, because every single chapter is filled with an intro, and every intro has a lot of witty remarks. Fiona goes to college in the States here. Yes, she attends the university in Seattle, I believe. Seattle is in... I'm so bad with states. Is it Arizona? No, Arizona. I'm not sure. Go for the South African champion and just take it. Oh, so I am actually currently South African women's champion. But I was referring to previously like a continental event. Not South African championship, but African championship. How old were you when you started to play chess? I was 8 years old. Well, I was 7. My mom taught me how to play, but I started playing at school and tournaments when I was 8. It was a little bit rough, because when you're starting to play chess, you're not always winning. You're losing, and I was crying as well. And I took everything very personally, especially being a female among a lot of male players. Locally, I was surrounded by boys my age who didn't think much about playing a girl. They were like, oh, you're playing a girl, it doesn't matter, they don't take it seriously. And I used that instead of something that was going to stop me from playing chess. I used that as motivation to do a little bit better. And out of maybe 50 participants in a tournament, 7 of them are girls, even less probably. And I should be talking about the games. But anyway, I used it as motivation to do a little bit better. Oh, I don't think so. Arizona. It's not? Oh no. Seattle's in Washington. Oops. I'm sorry. I think I took that from a movie. I don't know anything. Does the French opening have a weakness? Probably the bishop on c8. So the main purpose... Well, there are a lot of things that black can try to do. Get rid of the light squared bishop by trading it with a knight or the light squared bishop of white's, which happens to be white's strongest bishop. Also trying to break open the center with moves like f6 and c5. Go for the Open Championship. I'm not strong enough for that, unfortunately. If I was maybe 2300, 2400 strength, I can compete at a national level in the open section. And also maybe African Championship. He's slipping, you think? I mean, he's a little bit low on time, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he's doing badly in this position. Can I play blindfolded? I recently played against my student, blindfolded, and it was the first blindfold match he had. He's 7 or 8 years old, and I introduced him to blindfold chess, and we played a blindfold match. It went really well. I think he went up to move 20 or 25. He did really, really well. How can I become better? To work on your chess, obviously you need to play a lot, but also you need to work on things like tactics, which is going to help with pattern recognition, and as well as maybe just familiarization with the pieces, calculation, visualization, these things. Washington State 2, not DC lol, opposite side of the country. I'm very sorry. I will take this as a sign that I need to work on my American states. I promise I will come back next time and I will know all the states off by heart, and you'll be able to quiz me, and I will appear as though I am an American citizen. Is that alright? Play more GeoGuessr. I've been playing a lot of GeoGuessr, yes. Oh, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. He's a piece down, unfortunately. Okay, but it's tough when he's playing against 27, 2800s every single game. It's not easy. But he's trying anyway. I think we'll move on to the next game as to not see the end. Okay, we saw the end. No problem. We need to work on our African countries. Yes, I need to work on my African countries. I think my knowledge mainly lies with European countries, so like capitals of European countries, flags and so on. My flags are not so bad. I hope you guys can know this. Okay, if we take a look at the standings real quick, we have Indian flag in first, US in second, Russian in third. What was in fourth? Fourth is Poland. Fourth is Poland. Fifth, Ukraine. Sixth, Russian. 7, India. 8th, Canada. 9, UK. 10. Now, we made this mistake. We thought 10 was Austria, but this is Peru. I think they're 2 different reds. I know where South Africa and Egypt are. That's about it. And Madagascar. Peru. Yeah, Peru. Sounds about right. There's still 39 minutes left of the arena if you're wanting. Yeah. Oh, what is the Austrian flag? Okay. 39 minutes if you want to play. Go to Chess.com and look for the tournament. Under the tournament will probably be the top tournament there. But okay, we'll continue looking at this game. Alexander versus Chess Lovers. I want to see if Jesse Cry is still playing. It'd be very nice to see if he's still playing. Oh, he is still playing. He's on a 3-game streak. Very, very nice to see that. Playing against... Ooh. Let's see if you guys can get this country. I have an idea, but I think I'm going to get it wrong. What flag is this? I don't want to hover over it yet. I've been to Seattle. Every state in the US has nice countryside areas, at least on postcards. Yes. Catalonia? Yeah, I believe it's... Oh, it could be Catalonia. Yes, you're right. Catalonia. It is. Yes. Flags GM. Back then, many of the African countries gained independence and names changed etc. Ooh, okay. Possum, raccoon, squirrels, in and out. Oh, that's where the movie Over the Hedge was made. They used real animals to film the movie, right? Obviously. Why would it be animated animals? Of course they used real animals and just added some like CGI or something, of course. Rabbits in trees? I've never seen a rabbit climb a tree before. That's a first. Someone should write a book. The rabbit that climbed the tree. Okay, focusing on the chess, because that is why we are here. We're going to look at Damiano Lu 95, two Polish players playing against each other right now. CM Jaskol, who we have checked out previously. Yes. At the base of the tree. Okay, back to chess. Well then, maybe I think you are watching Winnie the Pooh. You are not seeing reality. Unless rabbits rarely do burrow. Yeah, they have burrows. My trees. Okay, we need to learn about nature next. Chess first, nature last. But we go back and forth between our Damiano. He's taking quite a while to move here. And Jesse Cry. So we're seeing Cry 3v3. He has some pawn majority on the queen side, which is quite easy to note here because, of course, 3v2, but also the king's on the opposite side. So maybe there's a chance here for white to fight for an advantage and win the game. We haven't put on the engine or anything like that. I wouldn't know how, where. I need to learn these things. There we go. Come on. That's the eval bar. The evil bar. Oh, he's repeating moves. Okay, they got a draw. They got a draw. SSG Catalonia got a draw against a Cry. So we'll go back and take a look at another game. Who is this? Renato Terry Lejeune from Peru. 800 in bullet. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, the 7th rank has been penetrated. He played this move really quickly instead of doubling. I wonder what his idea is here. We should have chess in the Commonwealth Games. Yes, we do have Chess Commonwealth, actually. The Commonwealth exists. Like, my first international event was when I was 17 years old. I played in the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, Scotland. And that was my first experience traveling abroad. These are rabbits that play chess online. So rabbits who live in trees are chess players who play chess online. Got it. Rooks. I said pieces. What country am I from? I'm from South Africa. Oh. Would it have been better maybe to play a move like bishop here? But then there's bishop a6, but maybe we can take here. There's also rook. Okay, knight a4 was played. Then we can just take, and after rook b2, knight rook a5, rook c7. Of course, I'm not 2900. Oh right, of course. Nice. There was someone who made a comment on Commonwealth Games, and they were like, I didn't know South Africa was part of the Commonwealth. And I was like, okay, how is that? And they're like, well, I didn't really think about it before. Ooh, is there like a mate? No, I don't think there's mates. Okay, just knight takes. Oh, okay. And then he said, yes, because I'm from India, and we are the Commonwealth, and we have power issues like we did at the World Olympiad when our power cut, and it led us to like not being able to finish the final match it was Russia versus India, and that way they were able to achieve gold, because at the end, like, the power outage wasn't the player's fault, it was the internet. And it's like, ever since I heard the load shedding exists in South Africa, then I automatically knew it was a Commonwealth country, and I couldn't help but laugh. Trick question. Chess.com is better, of course. There are a lot more features, and the graphics are way higher. Much better. Ooh, there's a host command. That's cool. Thank you so much, Tuna Mike. That was really, really nice to watch. Okay, let's see who has a winning streak. There is a 2600 who has 11 game winning streak at the moment. Let's take a look at the standings. We have Zaba in first place, 54 points. I can't imagine how many games he must have played, but 30 minutes left in the arena. Owen in second, Gashari in third, Bullet in fourth, holding his place. We're seeing Red Hot Flamey Boys, 5 game streak, 4 game streak. Alexander in 5th, Eric in 6th. Does Alexander Bortnik stream? Does anyone know if he streams? Erman 7th and Vugar 8th. Quite nice to see. We go back. Interesting. He does. So he's streaming right now. Does he stream right now? Bortnik is a Chad. He's our savior. Okay, I don't quite know what that means, but I'll believe you if you say it. Okay. FM Jose Herrera. Bortnik is so good. He is Maxim. But this is not MVL. Does MVL stream? I know MVL has appeared on streams, but I'm not too sure if he streams. He has become quite the hunk over the last few years. Because I remember, okay, I'm a huge fan of like chess gossip and chess news and things like these things. Things that nobody knows but wants to know. Okay, knight a4, huge pressure on c3. Not even capturing on c3, I really like this. The threat is stronger than the execution, guys. Always remember. They're a brain thinker. Ooh. MVL signed with an esports management company, by the way. When did that happen? I didn't even know he was like a content creator. He signed as a professional, he signed as an athlete. I'm curious if he will start streaming. Maybe he's just, maybe he will. What was the esports company? Chess Gossip is awesome. Yes, if I could have my own gossip column on Chess.com or gossip column on my own blog or whatever, I would do that. But Reddit is too saturated with these things, so I can't start on Reddit. Come on, you don't think about these things, guys? I want to see if there's anyone with more than 11 game streak right now. I don't see anyone in the top 100 with an 11 game streak. He signed with EA Sports? Okay, EA is like The Sims and other games. Oh, mate incoming. There's no way to stop this, is there? Is he just going to like let his... Oh, Queen G7. Ouch. Big ouch. It's be passed by word of mouth. Ah. Stack or an agency. Nice, Vila. Yeah, I will not be able to open it now, but I will. They make FIFA as well, yes. Pro the Sims player. I haven't played Sims in forever, to be honest with you. Real chess gossip can't be tweeted. Yeah, you'll leave it, no, keep it away from Twitter. Maybe post it on platforms where it won't be removed. Or people will not know it's you. Or it's just no one cares. So you can start your own blog and speak about whoever. As long as it's not hate speech, then it's okay. If you're curious. Thank you, Vila. I appreciate that. Fritzy has 11 game streak. That's very true. That's why we're looking at his game right now against Herrera. And if he wins this, I mean, he's got 8 seconds on the clock. He'll have a 12-game streak, and that is a really big streak. He's doing super well. Oh, he's gonna get that, but he's got 5 seconds on the clock. Is that enough to win the game? I have no idea. I don't think so. Oh. Oh, that's rough. 3 seconds? I do not want to see this. Okay, he gets a draw at least, but he loses his streak. 2 seconds. Okay, he can just pre-move, but he's not pre-moving fast enough. Oh! Oh! Is he gonna do it in 1 second? Oh my gosh, he got it! That's insane! He has a 12-game streak right now. His 12-winning streak. That is insane! What? Okay, we see his next game as well. Oh my goodness. He played bishop c4 in the Sicilian. That isn't, and he went straight into the next game. I would be shaking in my boots, guys. I don't know how he did that. Okay, it's a really good strategy. If you're losing on time, eliminate all your opponent's pieces, and at minimum, you get a draw. And then if you are able to checkmate them, that's just a bonus. That was really, really cool. I like that. Honestly, this is why I love watching chess and why I love playing chess. It's really cool. Okay, I really want to look for some of our lovely ladies. Scrolling down to see if there are any games active where they are playing. Because I believe that, okay, there's 26 minutes left of the arena. Oh, I don't think we've checked out this game. Okay, anyway, we'll come back. 1,239 players. Really, really nice to see. I think they were loading. Let me see. You know, this join button is just so... like, I want to click it, you know? Master Croquet. Are you a master at croquet? From Dutchland. I was speaking to a young girl. It was 2010. I remember this very clearly. 2010. I was 13 years old. I was at a national championship, and there was a very young girl, but she speaks Afrikaans, and she knew that I'd only spoke English, and she tried to speak English to me. She's like, yes, I made my national team, and she was trying so hard to speak English. She said, I made my national team, and I went to this country. This country is white and blue, and has a lot of, she said, kruises, as in like crosses on the flag. And I said, okay, I know what country you're talking about. And she's like, yes, yes. And in Afrikaans is Griekenland. But she's like, Greek land. The land of the Greeks. It was the most adorable thing ever. I think she was like 8 or 9. But it was adorable. No, because the Greek flag has a lot of lines and one cross or something, yes? And it was adorable. I was like, Greece. But the way she said, she's like, Greek land. And she was so excited because she found this, like, ouch. Ouch. That is a big ouch. Can you go king d8 maybe? But he has to resign. He's got 5 seconds on the clock. Oh, that's rough. A croquet is delicious. I thought a croquet was a sport. Isn't croquet a sport? – 2010, when you were in your mid-teens. I had just become a teenager. Yes. Okay. So I think Eric has taken it upon himself to never lose on time ever again in his life. Isn't that spelled croquet? You know, Giant Pixels, I was just testing you. I was testing to see if you were still awake, you know? 23 minutes left of the arena, and if we take a look at the standings real quick, we see that Alexander Botnik, if he's streaming right now, he's in a very, very big lead right now with 3 points. Next streamer I see over here. Ooh, maybe Iman is streaming. Maybe they are streaming, because they would be coming in second, because it says Iman Twitch. Okay. And then Eric in third, and I don't know if Vigar streams. Mr. Botnik. Are you calling him a bot? Bortnik. Borgov. Mr. Borgov. Mr. Borgov. From Queen's Gambit, of course. Good old Maxime just finished his game, winning his game. I think he played against a player before. Okay. Oh, here we have Vampire Chess and Fiona playing Vampire Chess, both with a minute on the clock. So far so good. If we look at the pieces, okay, pawn on a6, 3v7, okay, no, 3, 7, 7, 7, knight v bishop. Ooh, that is a nice knight move. We are really rooting for Fiona here. Eric had rook takes h6, mate in 3. Did he? Ah, but he checkmated his opponent. And he won. Very nice. We had the game. Let's bring up Bortnik's game as well. Ooh, another exchange. But we've cut off the king quite well. There's no way to come back. Pawn will have to advance, but is there a way for black to get some sort of advantage? Was there a way? Maybe to push the pawn? Maybe not. I want to go back to those moves. Move king d6 over here. Here. Is there a way to play like that? Ah, we can't even play that right now because the game is still ongoing. Isn't warm enough out to wear. Maybe next week. Right. It's autumn going into winter here in South Africa. Bortnik is low on time. He's gotta move really quickly. He's gotta move. Oh! Oh no! Bortnik lost. Oh. But let's see how our friend Fritzy is doing. I want to see if Fritzy is doing really well. Where is Fritzy? Where are you, guy? Does he still have the winning streak? He's got a 14-game winning streak. Okay, we have to see his game. His next game. Where is he? We can't find him. He's gone. He's gone forever. No, we'll find him. We'll have Strappy's game up until we can find him. Standings. 14 game. Fritzy. How's Fritzy doing? Okay. So Fritzy's playing white pieces. He's up a piece, but will probably lose it. Lose his bishop. Fritzy's using... Funny. Okay. We'll see who else we can watch in the meantime. But so far so good. I think more than anything, okay, he's doing really well. But more than anything, he does not want to lose his winning streak because he has a 14-game winning streak. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I have a losing streak. Yeah, I think when you're trying a new opening or you're trying to familiarize yourself with new concepts and stuff like that, when you're studying your chess, you're bound to dip a little bit. Your chess is bound to dip ever so slightly, or maybe even more than slightly, before you increase. It was always compared to a catapult when I was working on my chess and I wasn't doing so well. I thought it was all my coach's fault. I was like, my coach isn't teaching me the right things because I'm losing my games. And he comes up to me and he's like, listen here. When you start working on your chess, it is almost like a catapult. You will be pulled backwards, only to be launched upwards and very far, and you will go far and you will improve. And maybe my analogy was very poorly explained, but that's the analogy that he used. You will go far, be pulled back and go far. But what's nice about coaching, at least as someone who has played a lot of like competitive chess in my country, you're able to relate to your students a lot. So if your students ever face some sort of hardship, or maybe they've lost and they're stuck in a rut, it's always easy to give them a kind of not speech, but you're able to relate to them and you're able to console them because you know what they're going through. Great analogy. What is this emote? Wowie. Yeah. Oh, the puppies are so cute. Dr. Puppy. Dr. Pupper. I like that. So we are watching to see how Fritz is doing. He's doing really well on time. We can see that. And there's a passed pawn for black, but white is a pawn up right now. So far, so good. Cat jam. There's no music, I hope. There shouldn't be any music. Maybe I should start singing and then there will be music. He played Caracan. Hey. Oh, 2v2? Is he going to be losing his winning streak? Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Sing chess songs for us. Well, actually, David Navarro sang a chess song. He wrote a song today, and he sang the chess song. It was kind of, he referred to it as a parody of an existing song. Mate, how did he get checkmate? This guy is a genius. Or some wizard. I think he hypnotizes his opponents. That is insane. 15-game winning streak. Look at the standings right now. That 14 is going to become a 15. That is 15 games in a row. I have never won that many games in a row. Goodness me, and he started playing the next game already. That is insane. I have never experienced that in my life. Yeah, I know, right? Fritzy is a genius. If he does not win the event, then I don't know. He has 17 out of 18. So he must have lost maybe the second or the third game. Okay, we'll open up some other games as well, just so that we are not favorites. Okay, we'll keep his game open in the background as well. So we have Maxim versus Parter Chess. Oh, he has penguins in his profile photo, which means we are automatically supporting him. We like penguins here. How was that checkmate in that game? So over here, the queen is pinning the pawn, so the pawn cannot capture the rook, and it's check. So that is why it's checkmate. Very nice. Hey, reactive violence, so good to see you. So that is quite nice. This is penguining. Liking chat. Penguin. There's a penguin. Oh, this is a penguin liking chat. I think we have some penguin emotes as well. Let's see if we have penguins. If you have a penguin emote, do flaunt it in chat. I'm about to flaunt my penguin emote. There we go. We like penguins here. He's on fire. He is indeed. Gotta check that pattern later. Ellen Stephen. I'm not a penguin, Propus. Okay. We're still rooting for him. He's a bishop down, but we're still on his side. Maxim, go easy on him. Go easy on him. He has penguins in his profile photo. Come on, Maxim. Big brain move. Oh. Okay, go back to Fritzy for a second. He's up 30 seconds on the clock right now. Also threatening two bishops. Very nice. Very suave. Ah, but he's playing against 2100. In first place at the moment, there's a player named Marzen. and he's on a 12-point winning streak, playing against Jan Saffer from Czech. Okay, we'll move on. Ooh, Jesse Cry at the moment has a 3-game winning streak, doing really, really well. I wonder if he's playing right now. I think he is playing. Oh, he's not playing. He's going to start his next game soon. And who else do we recognize in the list? I'm looking for Fiona, or there is another WIM playing right now. I'm just scrolling through the list to see if we can find her game. So we have Fiona's game and Queen Irina. There we go. Here's Queen Irina. Queen Irina took the point. Really nice. 2300. Must be nice. And here Fiona's playing against Sebastian. 443. I believe Sebastian has joined some of our arenas in the past, actually, of our club. So it's really nice to see familiar names. Where am I from? First time seeing me in the Chess.com hemisphere. I think the last time I appeared on Chess.com was last year for the Cayens Cup, where I was commentating with Monkey Chess, Roland, and GM Roland, and Anna Crumling. So that was a lot of fun. It's really nice to be back. At the moment, we are doing some work with Chess Kid. So that's a lot of fun, but I'm really happy to be here. I'm from South Africa. Really nice to see you, Kenra. Oh wow, Warrior, that's very nice of you. Oh, the leaderboard is not refreshed. Oh, thank you so much for reminding me. It should be now. 11 minutes left. Thank you very much for reminding me to refresh the leaderboard. At the moment, it's looking really tight, so let's actually see what's happening. Standings. Zaba in first place with 67 points. Mazen in second. Fritzy in third. Fritzy's 16-game winning streak. Honestly, every single time we think he can't get another win, he does. It's incredible. He's on fire. Eric in a close fourth with 1 point behind Fritzy with a 6-game winning streak. And Alexander Bortnik, they're on 7th. Vugar, 8th. And Josepem, 9. We don't see Hikaru Nakamura playing. Today, I think he has a charity event. Oh, thank you, Reactive. You're trying to place the accent. Well, I've heard all sorts of things. I've heard British, I've heard Australian, I've heard many things. Will you commentate on the next Cayens Cup, whenever that is? Well, the last Cayens Cup was before the wave of coronavirus. So, I mean, it was very nice because it was an OTB tournament. We were seeing live footage and interviews and stuff like that. It was also my first time. I think I had just started streaming like a month before that. So I was very nervous and I was very shy. Unfortunately, and I say unfortunately because I have no filter now, but unfortunately I am brave and confident enough to share anything with you guys. So, yeah. Oh, thank you. Okay, so let's check out Fritzy's game. So oops, I opened up the wrong game. Okay, there we go. Fritzy is on the attack. I think he's sitting really confidently at the moment. He has nothing to lose. Rook f1, I'm probably going to take the rook on f1. Me, shy? Never. Eric's gameplay is insane. Well, let's take a look at his gameplay at the moment. Hopefully the standings is refreshed. Yes, it is. Oh, Eric is sitting in first place at the moment. That is absolutely incredible. He has just passed everyone, and he has also played 20 games, so he's probably sped it up. Fritzy and Eric now share the first spot, 1 point difference, Probably with the remainder 8 minutes, it's going to be pretty neck and neck to see who's going to take first place. I don't know if Fritzy streams. Does Fritzy stream? However, both of them are doing incredibly well. 1 point difference between the two, and third place is only 2 points behind. And I'm very interested to know what's going to happen. We see Maxim Fandorin in 8th and Alexander Bortnik in 7th. So it's between the two of them. I think I think Eric is in the middle of his game. So who do you think is going to win, guys? Fritzy or Eric or Marzan? Okay, let's say between Fritzy and Eric. I don't know if we have the opportunity to run a poll like that, but between Eric, Fritzy, and we can even add Alexander, because maybe it's still possible to win a couple points. Eric, Fritzy, and Alexander, who is going to win? Who's going to win the tournament? You think Eric is going to win? Eric Rosen not playing today. We won't have another epic Eric versus Eric. Well, Eric Rosen played a couple games, and Naroditsky also played a couple games. I think they realized I was actually looking at their games, and they're like, oh wait, we're doing commentary, can't play, sorry. So that's interesting. Paul, are you leaving us? Okay. Alright, next time. So let me open both of their games so that we can check between them. Here we did open them, yes. We have Fritzy's game, who is playing white pieces here, and we have Eric's game. And Eric is playing the black pieces. I mean, the Fritzy's doing incredibly well. I cannot imagine how much rating he must have gained this tournament already. He must have surpassed 2600 at this event. Bortnik would... Okay, but Eric, let's go. He was commentating on Magnus Invitational. As you stated, was also running a charity drive for care. That's nice. That's very nice. Nauran has playing a few games while the Champions Chess Tour went on break. Ah, they were on a break. That makes sense. Otherwise, I commend them for their multitasking skills. Honestly, I cannot say that I'm very good at multitasking myself. But so far, I'm still thinking that Fritzy has a good chance at keeping his winning streak. I'm supporting the underdog here. 2600 versus 2900. I'll be very interested to see if they actually play in their final game. Maybe they're still able to squeeze in one game after this. Let's see. So there's 5 minutes left of the arena, and I'm basically bouncing from Eric Hansen's game to Fritzy's game. At the moment, Eric has 1:56 versus 18 seconds. I assume he's wanting to get as many games in as possible before the time runs out, because as soon as the timer hits 0 on the arena, your game is aborted and you cannot complete it, unfortunately. Oh, you telling me what the engine analysis is? The engine says -3. -3 for Eric. Well, that's good. That's good. We have a check. But also, I mean, his opponent is very low on time. He has 13 seconds on the clock, so Brain Thinker has very little time. And also, at the moment, like I said, they are only 1 point away from each other. Oh, wait. He's catching up. Maxim is catching up, but he's still 5 points behind. Maybe not enough time to catch up, but let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's actually go back to Fritzy's game, playing white pieces here. Knight on g2. Looks solidly placed, but what is it really doing here? What is it really doing? Maybe slowing Fritzy down a little bit. Did he intend to... he probably intends to take on h4, and they get the queen over here. Maybe queen h... Would queen h3 have been better? Okay, Fritzy does a good job at parrying the queen. Oh, Eric won his game, which means he can probably get in one more game. He's playing another game. He's got 73 points. He's got 73 points. And Fritzy has 70. Fritzy has 70 points. And he's trying to speed it up because he knows what's at stake right now. 3 minutes left of the arena. If Eric plays at lightning speed. Oh, Fritzy wins his game. He won his game, right? He won his game. Oh my goodness. It's still sitting neck on neck. 1 point difference, 74 versus 73. they're both playing a game now. So if Eric finishes his game and wins in the 3 remaining minutes, he will probably win the arena, right? He will win the arena. He'll have 75 points. I think it's 2 points for a win. This is insane. Okay, I think Fritzy went for the last game because he knew that if he was able to play one more game, he would. But I know as a spectator, I mean, arena is more fun if anyone can join. Yeah, anyone could have joined this arena. Maybe it's a little bit too late to join now, but with 2 hours, it's more than enough time, of course. Now Fritzy is winning again. I know, it's so difficult to place a bet. So difficult. I don't want to see some 900 in the top 10, you know? Okay, but I think the pairing system just allows for that. And maybe it motivates lower rated players to play in an event where you're not paired against players 500 points above you in the entire time. So it's a give and take, I suppose. Okay, so if we look at the time control over here, we see there's 1 minute 40 for his opponent. I mean, his opponent could lose on time. There's still a chance that would happen. Of course, Eric wants to play as quickly as possible, not really easy when you're playing against a 2500. It's quite funny because Eric is Chess Pro and has Chess Pro Flair. Mr. Kusha has Chess Pro Flair as well. So that is quite nice to see. What about Zaba? 76 points? Zaba has 76 points? Zaba is on 76, of course. Yes, let's open up the top 2 games as well. The top 2 places. We have Zaba 1700 playing against King's Bishop. We finally get to see King's Bishop. He is a streamer. I believe he's streaming the event as well. This is quite nice to see. King's Bishop play against Zaba. Oh. Okay, he's on 80 points. Mazan is going to win the event for sure. But we're still stuck. Fritzy drew his game. Does that give him enough points? It gives him enough points. 1 minute left. Is Eric going to win? If Eric wins his game, they will not have the same amount of points. There is no way. There is no way for him to win. So Fritzy has come ahead of Eric Hansen, unfortunately. For those of you who have rooted for Eric. Yeah, I do like Title Tuesday. Title Tuesday is nice, where you just have all the title players playing. That is quite nice. All of them are just drawing now because they know that the arena is about to end. There's 30 seconds left of the arena. Okay, so as we can see the standings here, we have Mazan in first place, Zaba in second, Fritzy in third, Eric in fourth, Alexander in fifth, Fandorine Maxim in sixth, Gashari in seventh, Vugar eighth, ninth Oran, and Damiano in 10th. Quite nice. A lot of Diamond membership players in the top 10. Arena Kings. And the arena is over. Mazan in first, Zaba in second, and Fritzy has solidified that spot there in third place. But if we look at the remainder of the standings here, Eric just shy of the top 3 places. In fourth place, Alexander in fifth, and Maxim in sixth. So it's quite nice to see the top 10, and big congratulations to the top 3 members who have gotten that podium finish. Really, really nice. It was quite pleasant to see, and I think my heart is absolutely pounding because being in such a situation where you're seeing the time scramble and the opportunity to win being quite slim, having a couple seconds on the clock, it's absolutely exhilarating. I quite enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Unfortunately, you get sandbagging sometimes in these. Do you believe so? Do you believe people sandbag their rating only to do well in the event? Yeah, congrats to Eric and Fritzy. I don't know if Fritzy actually streams, does he? I mean, it's very possible for a very low rated player to do well because he's constantly playing against players with the same rating. I remember that happening to me. I only got like 100th place or 102nd place was my best, playing against similar rated players. So it does take a lot out of you. This has been the best stream because they have been so engaging. Oh, that's so sweet, Newport Nomad. I really appreciate it. I see you have that little pawn next to your name as well. So nice being a sub of the channel, being able to use their emotes. I think Chess.com has a number of really nice emotes that I would love to use myself. Likeable and responsive, that is very nice of you. Oh, don't go accusing people of being sandbaggers. To be honest, it's all in good spirit because we ended up seeing amazing chess nonetheless, so we don't look at the negatives, but we focus on the good things. But it was such a pleasure being here with you guys tonight. You're so friendly and asking questions and obviously follow-up questions as well. It's really nice to have a chat to interact with, and it's really a great opportunity to be here. And so thank you so much for being good sports and for having me. So I really appreciate that. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to run a couple scenes for you to take a look at with the power-up music. And yeah, it was such a pleasure. Once again, my name is Jessie February. I am from South Africa, and what a pleasure it was to be here with you. And if you don't know already, I'm over from #chess, streaming on Chess.com all the time, doing puzzle battle, sub battles, and things with viewers. So if you ever want to check that out, and if you don't have a Chess.com account, get one. It's about time. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. All right. Cheerio.